What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a voiceover for my actual back day that I'm doing in this training cycle. I'm at a new home gym with new equipment that I will be doing a review soon. So to begin, I like to do my warm-ups such as these scapular depressions, really elevate and depress the scapulas, really get the shoulders all warmed up. And I also do my circles, my arm swings, forward and backwards, just to get the shoulders and rotator cuffs all warmed up, and some resistance band work as well. Really work those internal and external rotator cuffs. And then after scapular depressions, I like to go into pull-ups. What I do is I begin a back workout with 50 pull-ups. I first start with these narrow neutral grip pull-ups. You can see I'm really focusing on slowing down and controlling the eccentric as much as possible here. I think I do about a good 12 reps or so. I think I could do more, like maybe 15 or so if I were to speed up the reps, but you can see I'm really milking that eccentric and really slowing down that movement and trying to focus on pulling myself up as fast as possible and then controlling the way down. And not just the chin over the bar. I actually try to drive the bar towards my clavicles or upper chest area. And I think that was my last rep. As you can see, pretty exhausted at this point from set one. So set two, I like to do multiple sets of 6. So here you see me with this semi-supinated grip. So with this functional trainer, there's a lot of different grips that I like to take advantage of. So I'm doing just 6 reps here with this semi-supinated grip. I really like this grip. It's really comfortable for my wrist and for my shoulders. And then moving on, I'll take about a minute to a minute and a half. Try to keep my breaks as short as possible because I'm only doing 6 reps per set. I'm not trying to gas myself out. I'm not trying to go to failure. You can see here just repping out 6 reps. Again, really controlling the negative. Really want to milk that eccentric movement to get that deep stretch in the lats. And then moving on. My next grip, this is the regular pull-up grip. So this is just the pronated grip with a double overhand. Again, just really trying to focus on slowing down the negative and try to get 6 clean reps as best as I can. You can see here I'm like flopping my legs like a dead fish here. Okay, and then after a minute and a half or about a minute, shirt's taken off. Things are about to get serious. This is just your regular chin up, so supinated grip, double underhand. I'm surprised I can see a little bit of a definition in my back. I'm pretty fat at this point. I'm about like 15 to 20% body fat, maybe even higher. I'm really focusing on that bulk and try to build as much muscle and strength as possible. The cutting can happen later. I think building muscle is the more difficult part of the lifting journey. Here I'm doing some shoulder neutral grip, another 6 reps, trying to milk the eccentric. Yeah, you can't really be afraid of bulking and just putting on body mass, whether it's fat or muscle. I think it's very important if you want to be in an anabolic state and just really want to build that strength up and build that muscle. So can't be afraid of eating a lot. Here I'm just doing, I think I have like 8 more reps left to hit 50. I'm just doing 4 reps of wide neutral. These are really hard. The range of motion, you can't really do as great because you're so wide, having your arms that far apart. And then finally I'm doing, this is the close grip or shoulder width pronated grip. Just final 4 reps. And then after these 4 reps, I will hit my goal of 50. So now my lats are pretty fired up, getting a pretty good pump in the back. And moving on to the next exercise, I'm going to be doing seated cable rows. I don't have a foot plate here and I don't have a dedicated lat pull down low row machine. So what I do is I put 2 dumbbells. These are 50-pound dumbbells just against each other. They're going to be acting as a foot plate for me to rest my foot against. And then I'm just going to set the trolleys to the lowest position. And then I'm just going to attach a cable handle. In this training phase, I really want to focus on the upper and mid back, so I attach the wide bar. Here I'm doing the seated wide cable row. Just gonna warm up, setting my shoulders in position, getting myself in. Here's my first warm-up set with very little light weight. And again, I'm gonna be doing a review of these different machines and equipment I own here in my new gym and my new location. This functional trainer is a 1-to-1 pulling ratio. Meaning whatever weight you see on the weight stack is exactly the weight you're pulling. So it's not 2-to-1. 2-to-1 means you're only lifting half the weight as you see it on the weight stack. This functional trainer is actually almost identical to the Bells of Steel one, but more information on that when I actually do the review. Here I am just getting ready for my second warm-up set. Just trying to really get the motion down, get my position right. I'm actually pulling the bar not to my belly button area, but to like my upper abs, even lower chest area, because I really want to target the upper back muscles, the traps, the rhomboids. Really want to get those really thick and beefed up. Here I think I'm just strapping up and just doing my final warm-up set here. Here I'm doing the whole stack. This is a 176-pound stack. So I'm doing exactly the weight that it says, and I'm just rowing away. This is one of my favorite back exercises. I don't have a seated chest supported row, so this will do for the time being. And then since I can roll the entire stack, I'm going to be adding more weight, but how would you do that? So basically I purchased this gym pin, this loading pin here. You can see I just picked it up. What I do is I attach it to my weight stack. Just select any hole there. Just insert it in, and then that way you can have a pin in order to load weight. So it comes in very handy. It's magnetic as well, so the weight won't fall. So here I'm just adding the 25-pound plate and then just strapping it and getting ready. So yeah, if you guys max out your gym weight stacks at home and you want to add more weight, do consider buying like a gym pin or a weight stack pin. Make sure you measure the dimensions as well, and make sure it actually fits your weight stack machine, and then you can just insert it and you can just add weight. It's super convenient. So I'm doing 4 sets of 12 here with 176 pounds plus 25 pounds, so just over 200 pounds, and just rowing away. And yeah, you can see my back working. And I take a good amount of rest, really, like about 3 or maybe even 4 minutes break, because yeah, these 12 reps really tax my back a lot, and I really need to recover from that. And I actually prefer doing just straight sets as opposed to pyramiding or reverse pyramiding. I just find it's kind of easier to track my progress that way. Having done those 4 sets of 12, I'm just gonna remove the pin, remove the 25-pound plate, and I'm just gonna immediately jump to my drop set. And yeah, I'm just gonna select a weight that's very light, maybe just half of what my weight was in my working sets. Here I am just going to row away, and it's funny because these drop sets I'm actually changing my form a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of a lower back lumbar flexion. I'm just like really tucking my head inside and want to have my head almost touch my knees. Yeah, I just really want to work the lumbar and encourage more of that spinal flexion and extension to really get that deep stretch into the lats. I think a lot of the science-based influencers are really focusing on the stretch-mediated hypertrophy and the lengthened partial. So that's what I'm trying to incorporate into my workout here. Moving on, I'm going to be doing some seated narrow grip pull down with these with this double D handle. I'm just going to set myself in position and just trying to do some pull downs here. And I think I'm just gonna adjust the setting a little bit. So I don't have a dedicated lat pull down machine, so I'm just gonna do them here in my functional trainer, which works fine. You can see here, I'm just pulling away. I'm doing 4 sets of 6 reps each, and then and I'm also increasing each set by 10 pounds. So basically I start roughly around a little more than 100 pounds. And then if I can do 6 reps, I'm adding 10 pounds. And I'm not going to keep doing that until I hit 4 sets. Here I'm trying to, again, trying to really focus on the stretch and pushing my head and forward and making sure I have my arms directly above my head and trying to avoid like crunching down when I'm pulling down on the movement. You can see there's a little bit of crunch there, try to avoid that, and trying to pause at the top where I have my arms fully extended to really focus on that deep stretch there. You can see right there. So yeah, so just working away, just trying to make sure I feel the muscles working. I mean, I used to be able to do like a lot of weight on this in a commercial gym, and then eventually I just realized it's probably more beneficial if I just reduce the weight a little bit, focus on the contraction more, and really slow down on the negative. And I've seen like great results from that rather than just like increasing the weight and having really bad form, swinging a lot when I'm doing the movement. Here it is getting really heavy. You can see I am working the back, the lats, and yeah, just trying to do 6 reps. And then if I reach 4 sets, and then I'm just gonna call it a day right there. And I think this is moving on to, I think this is my final set here. Yeah, just really slow down on the eccentric. Just really want to focus on working that muscle, and just a slight pause at the top, maybe a second or two hold, just to make sure I'm not swinging, my form is good, I'm really targeting the muscle. And I think I need to find a way to mount my feet down if eventually I'm going to be lifting or pulling down a lot of weight. The weight is going to be pulling myself up, so I'm going to have to find a DIY solution or a way just to keep myself down when I'm doing these pull down movements. And then, so I think that's it. And then moving on, what I'd do is at this point my back is extremely fried, my arms are a little bit fried. I'm just going to finish them off with 3 sets of cable curls. Here I'm not curling crazy amount of weight, just want to make sure I get some good contractions. Again, you can see the theme here. I'm trying to slow down the negative as much as I can, even though it might not seem like I am. The concentric, I'm trying to lift the bar to my nose area. So you can see there's a little bit of shoulder flexion. My elbows are not completely pinned to my side. There is a little bit of forward movement. I think that's fine. And I'm trying to, again, really slow down on the negative and really focus on trying to slow the weight down as much as I can. I think I add a little bit of weight here, or maybe it's just the same amount of weight. 3 sets of 10, nothing crazy. You can see my form is pretty good, I would say. A little bit of hip movement in the beginning of the rep, right? You can see, yeah, you can see right there, just a little bit of movement. That's why, folks, it's so important to film yourself. Sometimes you think your form is just perfect, but when you actually look back at the video footage, you can actually see how much you are cheating and how much body English you are incorporating in your movements. So yeah, I really emphasize you folks to really film yourself when you're exercising, just to check your form, make sure everything is okay, right? So then you can critique your form and you can master your technique. Here I'm just finishing, I think, my final set. I think I do add a little bit of weight. The weight stack looks a little bit thicker. So just, again, just want to bring the bar close to my nose, my eye area, and then just try to really focus on the negative. I think I might be rushing the set here a little bit as I'm getting really tired. This is just my particular back and a little bit of bicep day. I know some of you barbell purists out there are probably saying you're supposed to be doing barbell curls and bent over barbell rows, and where are the deadlifts? Yes, I do those movements. It's just that this training cycle I'm doing more lower back friendly, more cable work. I used to be able to do a lot of bent over rolls up to 3 plates and very heavy deadlifts. So that, and I also do RDLs instead of traditional deadlifts for my during my leg days. Moving on here, I am doing some straight arm pull downs or lat prayers, if that's what you want to call it. And I think the shortened position, like right there, it's not too important. The important thing is my arms are directly overhead, like right there, and then just trying to stay there a second or two to really emphasize the stretch and to make sure that I can feel my lats being pulled apart. For those of you who don't have a cable machine, you can do this something similar with just doing a dumbbell pullover on a bench, either lying on the bench or lying across from the bench and just pulling over, lifting a dumbbell with both arms at the same time, so to achieve a similar effect. But the cables, there is constant tension, so there is that added benefit. So right there, try to drive my head through and trying to get that deep, deep stretch. You can see I'm doing the concentric as fast as possible, and then trying to really, really slow down the eccentric, really get that deep stretch and try to stretch the lats out as much as possible. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing a good 3 sets of this. I think it's the same weight that I did here, nothing too special. And yeah, I think moving on, I think this is the beginning of my final set. At this point, I'm pretty tired. This is the last set of the workout for my back, and then I'm going to be moving on to some other exercises. Maybe as a finisher, maybe a little bit of cardio at the end, but we'll see. So yeah, this is what I've been doing and for this training block, and hope I will get some good results and gains, and then I'll switch it up when this is done. So that's the end of my back workout. Thanks for watching, folks. Stay tuned, and more to come. Take care.